Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a recent news from Today News from MSN.com, published by Merlin Tang and Colin Shirley 1 hour ago, and it reads: Buffalo, New York area is hit with the strongest earthquake in 40 years. A 3.8 magnitude earthquake struck Monday near Buffalo, New York, the strongest quake in 40 years. The quake hit 1.24 miles northeast of West Sanskla, New York, with a depth of 1.86 miles around 6:15 a.m. According to the United States Geological Survey, Erie County Executive Mark Palaskra, if I pronounced that right, said no damage report has been received so far in West Seneca, a suburb of Buffalo that sits near the U.S.-Canada border. And it says he added that spoke with Erie County Department of Home Security and Emergency Service Deputy Community Commissioner George J. Busher, who said confirmed a quake was felt as far north Niagara Falls and south of Archer Park, and it felt like a car. It felt like a car hit my house in Buffalo. I jumped out of my bed. Paula said. Garib Al-Tawi, a seismologist at the National Earthquake Information Center, said Northeast earthquakes happen all the time. It says, and quakes can strike anywhere at any time. It says since 1983 there have been 24 earthquakes above magnitude 2.5 in West Seneca region, with Mondays being the largest so far in the area. It said, we said there was another 3.8 magnitude that took place in 1999 in western New York. On a scale of earthquake, 3.8 isn't that big, but the crust in the region is old crust. It's old and cold and efficient and transferring the seismic waves reverse supplemental areas. That's why people can feel it more. That's why earthquakes can be felt even at 1.0 in some places. As he explained, it says Altway said that a 3.8 magnitude quake is not a big that you expect damage from. Pre-exist fractures and fault lines can be the cause of earthquake hitting so far inland, he said. Aldwall said there's nothing abnormal about this shock. It was a very normal. There was a 2.6 in March of 2022 of last year, and there was another 2 in 2022, which is 3 years ago. These keep happening in this region at a low magnitude, he explained. And it says across the globe, an initial of a 7.8 magnitude earthquake in southeastern Turkey was followed by a 7.5 magnitude. It says the quake that shook buildings that left more than 2,200 people dead in the county and neighboring Syria. The total is expected to rise sharply on both sides of the border. This article was originally published by Today.com, and this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11 in the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, Salakia. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and pestilence, and famines, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Right, because with this new pestilence that's been spreading, cases been 1.6%, because I did a lesson on that yesterday. That's a type of pestilence, and then you got the pestilence with the weather as well too. So you got two different category of pestilence been increasing in the latter days, since that's what you're seeing, the pestilence with the weather, with the high increase of these magnitudes of earthquakes in diverse places, and these pestilence, these plagues, these diseases are starting to increase around the world as well too, as we're seeing more and more continuous signs of this. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11, in the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, "And a great earthquake shall be in diverse places," which we are seeing now, especially what happened over there in Turkey, that large 7.8 to 7.9 of a high damaging magnitude of earthquake that killed 2,200 people between the borders of Turkey and Israel. And that's what we're seeing, the great increasing of these earthquakes in diverse places. And in famines, right? The increase in famines, we're seeing that. And pestilence, right? Two different pestilence, the plagues, the diseases, the pestilence, we seeing that. And fearful sights, right? We're seeing fearful sights around the world as well too. And great signs shall that be from heaven, right? Because we seeing these great signs also as well too. So with that, this was just a recent news article that came out of Buffalo, New York. As it says from today.com, Buffalo, New York area is hit and felt with the strongest earthquake in 40 years, because their largest, I believe, was a 2 point something, I believe, 2.2 or 2.6 a while back. Now 3.8 has been their largest since 40 years. So, you know, so earthquakes in diverse places definitely increasing more and more and more. And it's going to increase more and more and more, as the scriptures have said in the latter days. There's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, and that's what we are seeing. From a low magnitude of earthquakes to a high number of impact of earthquakes in diverse places, and that's what we are seeing. So with that, once again, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.